Peace, everyone. Yo, peace to the true and living. Peace to the gods, the earths, and the babies. Peace to all the civilized families of the planet Earth. Yo, love is love to all of y'all. This is LASHEIM the God. Y'all know that Keep Low's the company. Keep Low is my channel on YouTube. If you rocking out with me, I appreciate y'all. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate that. If you really enjoyed the video or you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, because that gives me a boost on YouTube. And I'm just trying to get where I need to be, you know what I mean? And I'm giving y'all some valid information, so we're going to build together, you feel me? But look, today I just wanted to build with y'all briefly on a situation. And you know, even though I don't celebrate none of these pagan holidays, but Mother's Day, I think that holiday, and I don't want to specialize, but that holiday has a degree of significance because, you know, everybody got a mother if you was birthed into physical existence, and we have to respect and honor our mothers, you know what I mean? Or just women in general, because women's are mothers of the universe or mothers of civilization. So we have to respect them as a people, you know what I mean? And as me, myself personally, I had knowledge since 1981, you feel me? And I knew 120 probably the same year, you feel me? Or definitely in 1982. I'm talking where I really knew it fluently, you feel me? And I was building on it, and I was aggressive, me and my brother Justice and my brother Freedom. But look, I was aggressive, and me and Justice was really rolling together before all of that. And, you know, I was indulging in mischief before I got knowledge of myself. But, you know, I was a street certified young bull because I was young at the time, you feel me? So anyway, you know, I was doing a lot of devilishment, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, I don't really want to get into it, but I was doing things that was unrighteous. Let's just put it that way. And let's be real about it. As far as like coming up in Eden War projects, so y'all know the resume already. And if you a gully dude in Eden War projects, shout out to everybody in Eden War projects in the Bronx. And shout out to everybody in the whole New York, every projects all around the world. Just all the gully people. But yo, check it out. And all the gods, earths, and babies, definite. The civilized people. But yo, check it. What I'm telling you, right? So I was doing a lot of negative things, you know what I mean? Juxing people, D-rugs, that's drugs for all those that don't know. And just getting money, like getting to the money, you know what I mean? I done did it all. So anyway. But yo, check it. I don't want to glorify none of that, and I'm not making this video to glorify none of that. What I will just show y'all, and I don't want to glorify it, because if you tell yourself you a certain way, now let the people judge it. You already know how you are, but let the people judge it. But look, what I'm emphasizing today is how supreme mathematics and alphabet and just becoming righteous and being a part of the 5% nation gave me consciousness. You know what I mean? Because you have 5 levels of conscious. It's called conscious, subconscious, superconscious, infinite conscious, and magnetic conscious. Now, I know a lot of people are familiar with the subconscious because things that's in your subconscious be activated with them thought patterns, and you bring it into physical existence. I'll give you an example. I got 7 children. My son Guard, my son Lord, my daughter Beautiful, my daughter Patience, my son Karma, my son La Legacy, and my son Supreme Justice. All right, look, before I had any of these children, I already knew what they looked like. I knew how they was gonna come out. I knew what kind of personalities that they were gonna have. All right, like everybody knows that your children are gonna come out with certain genetic traits, because we get 23 chromosomes from our mother, from our father, and then we get 23 chromosomes from our mother. So respect to our parents, but then we start amplifying our own characteristics, and our own characteristics come from certain patterns that your father thought, certain patterns that your mother thought, and your own unique patterns that you think as an individual. And it also has a lot to do with your geological surroundings. So that's like wherever you was birthed at, that's the type of lifestyle that you're more than likely gonna emulate. Now, let me give you an example. Okay, if you was born in a Jewish neighborhood, more than likely you're gonna grow up with those kind of traits and things that you're gonna amplify. If you was born in suburbia, you're gonna have a certain kind of lifestyle that you're gonna start amplifying physically because of your geological surroundings. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, it has a lot to do with who you around. Because if you grew up in a village in Africa where it wasn't close to civilization, there's people, do you know that even though we got internet and all that shit, there's people who still hunt for their food? You know, there's people who still go to lakes and shit and get water. You feel me? So don't think because we got internet and all of that, that everybody's living like that. Because you go to certain places in Morocco or in the desert, Saudi Arabia and shit, where people just live in tents and they just migrants. They deal with different kind of living lifestyles, you know what I mean? And different cultural events that occur. But me getting knowledge of myself, back to the above, me getting knowledge of myself in 1981 and learning 120 lessons changed my life. Because like I told y'all in the other video about how I became 5%, that my old dad, which is my physical father, he had got killed in Edenwood Projects when I was like 12 or whatever. And it was a real traumatic situation for me. And I got in trouble at the time when he got killed. At the same day he got killed, I got in a little bit of trouble I'm not going to get into. And then, you know, I was still like, I guess angry or going through some shit as a child that my dad got killed in front of me, because I was there with him when he got killed. And my mom's is like, yo, nah, you know, she needed help with me or whatever. And she was going through her own shit because her husband had got killed, you feel me? And then I still had my little brother Freedom. So anyways, he sent me down south to South Carolina, and I was chilling with my father's mother and my father's father in South Carolina, in Summersville, in Charleston and shit like that. And I chilled in there like 2 months because my mom didn't really want me getting in trouble in New York, because, you know, like when my dad died, that's when I officially became the man of the house. Because I told her, yo, look, no more beatings, no more you telling me what to do type shit. Like, we got to rock out together and we going to build. And like you see, I'm a part of the 5% Nation. I'm living a righteous life now. I'm not dealing with a certain behavior that I was dealing with before, like selling drugs or doing stick-ups or none of that shit. So I told her, like, yo, even though I'm young physically, I'm mature mentally. And you see that I'm having little rallies in my house with just, I'll bring like 16 guards into my living room, and we'll all bring our book of life and we'll study our lessons together. You feel me? That's the kind of shit I was on. And I'm talking about in the 80s. You feel me? And look, I used to be going to Fort Greene, Brooklyn, to the rallies, to the Universal Parliament on 126. Y'all know Harry S. Tubman. And look, I was going to a law school, just building with any guard I could build with and just building. And like, I changed my behavior, you know, no more doing unrighteous things. And I started teaching other people to be civilized and just seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave and gather as much information as you can and govern your behavior, because you're a king, and a king is one who rules upon a throne of power, but you must rule wisely and justly, you feel me? And like, I would just say that anybody that's getting into knowledge yourself is gonna help you. But I also want to say this too: 120 lessons, supreme mathematics and supreme alphabet is so great, man. I mean, really on an infinite plane. And the Father Allah, big up to the Father Allah. I know today's Mother's Day, and shout out to all the Earths and every mother in the world too, but the Father Allah was a great man, man. And look, he was a genius he was just God, true and living. I understand it now because I'm God, true and living, and just building. And God is the spiritual essence inside your physical composition. And that's why sometimes we address each other as God body, because God is the spirit that's in my physical composition. See, your physical composition is matter, which is solid, liquid, and gas. And that's a secondary component. You understand what I'm saying? So the mind is the sole controller of all elements inside the circumference of 360 degrees, which is life. You feel me? And that's what gives you the ability to tap in with your brain. And then your brain consists of the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the medulla. And then that's broken down into 4 stages each, and it's held in place by your spinal cortex. You feel me? And like, if you utilize your potential to just see, look, when you visualize, you're using your mind, which is your third eye, because you got 2 physical eyes here, but you know it's symbolic. They got the pyramid and the eye in it. It's the third eye, right? That's like some Egyptian you know, symbolism or whatever. But what it is, the third eye is real. That's your pineal gland. So you got a pineal gland and a pituitary gland that's in your skull, inside your brain. Now the pituitary gland, it sits right here in the center, and the pineal gland sits like in the front. It's centered to where, like, you know, like, this is like a little bit high science, but like the pyramids, right? The pyramids in Egypt, the way the pharaohs was building the pyramids, that the sunlight would hit it at a certain time of day, and it would be like different portals. Like, I don't know if a lot of y'all know about this high science, but it's like different portals that you can go through mentally that'll change your life physically. And then if you really master it, you can go through certain portals. That's like dealing with the 7 planes of energy. You know what I mean? Or it's like when you're going through portals, that's like when you're going through different dimensions. But I won't get into that too much, because, you know, I want to give certain people baby food, and then that's called esoteric science. When you get to another level, then we could build on certain things. You understand what I'm saying? But yo, this is the God LASHEIM. I'm going to keep on giving you mathematics. I'm going to keep on giving you that raw, real stuff. And I'm going to just build with y'all. And I hope that you all be fruitful and multiply and be very productive, and just strive for anything that you can visualize visually. And just, we all came here with an origin. That's a purpose and the reason why you came to this earth. So once you find that, just build and engage in it, and just keep building. Yo, look, keep loading the channel, subscribe to the channel. If y'all enjoyed this video, just rock out with me. But I'm just giving it to you profoundly and candid, and I'm just sharing my life with y'all and building and different experiences in this human existence. But I'm God in the flesh. You feel me? LASHEIM the God, keep low the company, subscribe. I wish you all peace and prosperity, and love is love to y'all. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And Mother's Day is every day, so respect your mother and respect women, period. Peace. Love y'all.